Today, I want to summarize the overall points of this book, give you a few key takeaways, because I've been going through these chapters individually, but I know not everyone's picked up this book. I know not everyone's watched all those videos, and I really want to boil it down to a few points, because if you take away the few points from this book that really stuck with me, like, your life will change, because actively my life is changing right now. Actively I'm becoming who I want to be, and that's what this book is about. This book is not about manifestation. This book is about changing who you believe yourself to be so that you can live the happy life that you deserve. Everyone deserves to be happy. Everyone deserves to be exactly who they were born to be, but we allow others to foist a role on us. We allow others to force who we become. We accept what other people say about us. We accept what society says about us, and this book is teaching you how to deprogram this. It's teaching you how to become who you deserve to be, who you were meant to be. Like, I don't understand why there's this idea today that, like, we should believe in limiting beliefs. I don't understand why there's this idea that we should not strive to become everything that we can become. The greater you become, the greater you can give back to others. Gandhi said it best: be the change you want to see in the world. And I want to become all that I can be so that I can be an inspiration to everyone else around me. I want to be an inspiration. I want to give as much back as I possibly can. And it's only through this book that I've begun to accept who I really am. Like, it's a very weird idea that everything in your life is there because you chose it. Every emotion, every instance where something went wrong, you chose to take a certain mindset. You chose to take a certain idea, and you chose to create a certain identity. And this shapes absolutely everything in your life. You don't change the circumstances, but you change how you perceive the circumstances, which in fact change everything. If every single time something went wrong, you saw it as a source of inspiration, you saw it as a learning lesson, you would be a millionaire right now. You would be wherever you want to be right now. Like, whatever it is that you're looking for, you would have it. But because you chose to get down on yourself, because you chose to stop believing in yourself, you are where you are right now. And it's only through this book, it's only through these ideas that we can begin to change this. And what do I mean change? What do I mean become who you want to be? The idea is that when you assume the state of the wish fulfilled, that is when you start to solidify into your unconscious who you want to be. Who you accept yourself to be right now is an accumulation of everything that's happened to you, every emotion you ever felt, but you can actively change it by actively creating a new identity, actively telling yourself you are a different person, actively experiencing the feeling states that you would have if your wish was fulfilled. Because think about it like this: before you become a millionaire, you need $1 million idea, but you're never going to get the $1 million idea if you don't believe you're worthy of it. How do we make it so that we believe we're worthy of it? Well, you got to tell yourself you are, because everything around you is telling you you're not. Everything around you is telling you that you can't do it, that you can't win, that you have this issue, that you have this issue. You'll never be this because of this. This person hurt you so that you're here. And it's like, we need to get around these ideas. We need to change our consciousness. We need to change our ideas. We need to tell ourselves who we really are, because when that belief becomes unconscious, when you believe that you can do whatever you can, that is always the first step. Everything is created twice, first in your mind and second in reality, and we need to make it so that you believe in yourself without any doubts. When that is the case, everything else will follow, but until then, you will never be able to accomplish anything. Michael Jordan believed he was the best basketball player far before he ever was. Same thing with Kobe Bryant. Kanye West believed he was the best rapper ever before he had even released his first album. There's a famous story of him with Jamie Foxx basically saying that he was the man before he was the man. And it's like, you need to understand that before anything great, you must become great. You must embody the traits. You must understand that, like, until you accept yourself to be worthy, you can never do it. And how do we get ourselves here? It's very, very difficult. I'm sure if you wrote down enough times, I am worthy, I can do this, I can do that, like, it will work. But the real cheat code is falling asleep. The real cheat code is, as you're falling asleep, feel what it would feel like to see your friends congratulating you, see your mother crying and just saying, like, I knew you could do it. See the people in your life congratulating you. See yourself doing something that it just means that your dream was fulfilled. So, like, if you're trying to start a business, see yourself in a Ferrari, see yourself in a house, see yourself in whatever state it is that you wish to be. And the more you can align yourself with this idea, the more you can fall in love with this version of yourself and live in this sense of self, this state of consciousness, the more you feel it, the more it is going to solidify in your mind. Because what you need to do is create a picture so vivid, so exquisite, and fixate on it so long that your mind doesn't know the difference between this image and reality. And the moment this sets in is the moment magical things begin to happen, because your mind is creative. Your mind is imaginative. And the moment we unlock these higher faculties, the moment we work on these things, is the moment that everything that you could ever wish for or ask for is there. But all you have to do is just believe yourself capable. All you have to do is just listen to that intuition, listen to that voice. And it's training yourself in this idea night after night after night after night. And what you're doing when you fall asleep in that imagined state is you're impressing into your mind for 8 hours, and those 8 hours are going to go uninterrupted. Think about your day to day. You're bombarded with this, you're bombarded with that. You have to check your email, you have to check social media, you have to do this, you have to do that. Like, we're distracted all day. We really can't focus all day. But if you fall asleep in that state, your unconscious is going to linger in that idea for the next 8 hours, hopefully. Maybe you don't sleep, but you know what? We're going to assume that you do, but it's going to linger on this idea for the next 8 hours. And when you do this, you're going to wake up a different person. Even if you don't wake up a changed person, it's going to get easier day after day after day after day after day. The next thing I really need to say is you need to also understand that your attention, your ability to focus, is directly going to impact the ideas and the conceptions you can have about yourself. The stronger your mind is, the stronger the pictures you can paint in your mind are. And the way to train your attention, the way to train your mind is, we could do the easy thing of like, oh, do a dopamine detox, oh, delete all the social media off your phone, do this, do that. But like, the real hack, the real cheat code is, before you're falling asleep in the end, what I want you to do is go through your day in reverse order. Remember everything as you're getting into bed all the way till you're getting out of bed, and really, really go into the details. Really, really paint those images and paint those pictures. And this is going to work on your mental faculties. This is going to enhance your memory. This is going to enhance your perception. And this is the greatest thing you can do, not just for creating a new sense of self, but creating a new imagination, because our entire lives, we have been taken away from our creativity. You were born creative. You were born with the ability to play in the sandbox all day, have the most amount of fun, have the most, imaginative and expressive time, but it was slowly taken out of you by, sitting in front of an Excel spreadsheet and doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that, having to rely on your more rigid mental faculties rather than your more creative mental faculties. So we can also train our creativity in the process of doing this. But all of this is going to begin to solidify a new sense of self, and the new sense of self is creating the person that is capable of something new. The future you see today, the future that you project today, is simply a reflection of the past. Your future is set in stone until you change your I am, until you change your self-definition. The moment you change who you believe yourself to be is the moment you change your future. But until that day, you will forever be stuck in the same loop. You will forever be stuck in the same sense of self, the same identity. This goes back to Nietzsche's idea of eternal recurrence. If you look at your life, are you going to be happy when it's all said and done? Are you going to be happy living this life if you had to live it for the end of existence, like till the end of existence, till the end of time? Would you be happy with the current life you have? And if the answer is no, the beautiful thing is you can change it. But it simply comes through changing your assumption of self, changing who you believe yourself to be, and changing the emotions that you carry with yourself day after day after day. If you continue to live in anxiety, if you continue to live in fear, you're going to grant yourself more of this. The mind is like a magnet. Whatever it feels, whatever it picks up on, whatever it lingers on, it sees more of. The mind will confirm whatever belief you have. This is why conspiracy theories exist. This is why people have different political opinions. This is why people have different ideas and different interpretations on facts, on news, because what their mind chooses to see, what they think to be true, the mind will bend over backwards to confirm. Understand these ideas, and I really hope I summarized this book very well. I know I can never quite do it justice, and that's why you need to pick this book up, because it's a tremendous book. But I will link in the description. On top of that, I'll also link the playlist of every chapter that I've done so far. I'm going to get through it very soon, within probably the next week or two, but yes, stick around for that entire completed book, because I'll probably put that all into one video. I know I said I was going to do that about 48 Laws of Power, but I will definitely get to this one because I think this one's going to be more meaningful and more in depth. 48 Laws of Power, it's a good book, don't get me wrong, but like, I'm just not going to have fun putting it all together. I'm not going to have fun adding in some context or adding in some editing. Like, I'm going to edit like all of these videos and put it into a series, and it's going to be fun to do so. Stay tuned for that. I love you guys so much. If you want more from me, join my Discord. If you want my own writings, go ahead, join my school community. That's a great place to get a deeper perspective on me, to get a deeper sense of my ideas, because I do these videos completely unscripted, whereas when I write, I have to like constrain it more. I have to in some way make it make more sense. It's not all over the place. Like, just the simple fact of me taking it from my brain to me typing makes it more concise, makes it more straightforward, whereas I was all over the place. I know I hit a bunch of interesting points, but at the same time, like, it's not linear. That's not how my mind works. But when I write, it's much different. So if you want that side of me, if you like writing, if you're interested in my ideas, go ahead, check that out. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Peace out. I'll catch you in the next one. And please apply the things I said in this video. If you never watch a single video from me again, if you never see my face again, and you do this thing, I'm happy. That's all I want. Peace out.